It's time I brought in someone who can put them out of the way. Medusa, it's Dreg.
What is it, Dreg? I'm busy.
I've got a job for you.
What's up, everybody? It's Conger Live, and we're back again with another TMNT Mutant Madness video. And in this video, I wanted to talk about what skills Medusa might be bringing to the table, what kind of weapons does she have, and what do we think might be coming for her, because we know she's coming as we saw in the comics. And then I also want to talk about who do we think that third toon is. So let's get right into this. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to ninja kick that like button and subscribe for more TMNT Mutant Madness content. The rest of you, thank you for coming back like always. Don't forget to leave a comment down below with your thoughts about Medusa in the third toon for Season 7, the Bounty Hunter season. Okay, so Medusa's got all kinds of weapons. She's got multiple blasters. Crazy how many blasters she has. So she's definitely going to be a blaster character. Doing energy damage.
But one of hers got enough artillery for an army.
She's got a wrist shot. She's got a net. So that net is going to have some sort of stun, root capability. She's got an energy sword, which just takes Leonardo's swords out, cuts them in half. My goodness, she's also got this funky double blade thing. So she could also have some melee brawler aspects to her. Maybe she'll be a skirmisher blaster. She's got some boomerang thing.
Not to mention a whole lot of firepower.
Of course, she's got her jetpack, so she could be flying over people with that skirmisher tag. And she's got this cool little spy bot thing.
The spy bot will lead me to him. I don't believe it.
Alright, so doing some research, looking at these comic strips, we know that Dirk and Medusa are basically have a bounty out, and they're fighting over who can get the bounty for this intergalactic criminal. My first desire is Armagon. He's an intergalactic bounty hunter criminal type. Even though he wasn't part of the original 1987 series, I think it would be great if we got Armagon as the event hero or villain in this case at the end of the season. Of course, we've had variations of other heroes, so we could get a variation of April or Casey, but being that it's someone from outer space, maybe we get a variation of Dreg. Don't think so though. So who are the people that are alluded to? Well, we have this noir style in the comic books. So after doing some research about aliens and with the noir style, Kerma came up in my research, and this episode that Kerma first showed up in, called Planet of the Turtleoids, it's actually a two-part double episode, and in this episode we saw all kinds of great characters for the first time, or even the only time. Now Kerma, as you can see here, he has the trench coat and the hat, much like the turtles wear. So he could be the trench coat turtle, not, you know, a trench coat Raph or Mikey, Don, Leo. If they bring us a trench coat turtle and it's one of the four, everybody, I think, mostly wants Raph. We just got a Rockin' Raph, so I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if they're going to give us a third turtle of the original Turtles this soon, but they might. They might do that. But Kerma's an interesting choice. In the cartoon, he does have a restrictive ray, something that binds them, but he's kind of a pacifist. But there's a lot of enemies and mutants from his episode that could come up. So there's Ground Chuck and Dirtbag were both in this episode, and these are great characters. but I don't think we're going to get Ground Chuck and Dirtbag without the other. So they might come later. These are characters I think people would really like to see. They could both have some really interesting things to their kits if they add them. But since they're looking for one intergalactic criminal, I don't think it would be them. Now, the big bad of that episode was Herman the Horrible. And Herman the Horrible is this giant robot, two-headed dragon with like blasters. So that would be kind of cool if we got Herman the Horrible as our third hero. Something kind of out of left field, but maybe being alluded to with this noir style, linking to Kerma. Not going to have Kerma, but something from his episodes that we came out with. Now, Kerma was also in another episode where he was hunted by a police robot bounty hunter, Destructor X. So we could get Destructor X, some other out of the left field, as our third character. I'm not sure if Destructor X would be considered a criminal because he's a police officer, a robot police officer. So I don't really think that. Now, of course, something that's related to Dreg, High Tech, he could be considered, because Dreg is an outlaw, is a criminal. Medusa didn't even want to work for Dreg at first because he's an outlaw, but he's willing to pay her enough, and she's like, okay, I'll take it in the cartoon. So High Tech is someone that we might be able to see because he's affiliated with Lord Dreg. He's a space villain, so to speak, criminal. So that would be someone we might be able to see. A couple other space characters that aren't associated with Medusa in any way would be like Wingnut and Screwloose. And Screwloose is more likely going to be like Joe Eyeball to Muckman if they do Wingnut and Screwloose, in my opinion. So those are possibilities. Now, other intergalactic criminals, we have Quarks. Quarks is this crazy alien extraterrestrial. He's kind of like a kid. He's got like a low maturity and just messes a whole bunch of stuff up because the turtles had to stop him. But being chased by Quarks was Draco. I don't know. I didn't watch this episode recently, so I did, but I forgot how it's pronounced. And he's also like a bounty hunter, villain kind of guy that could be who they're hunting for our third hero or character for this season. So Quarks or Draco. Now Quarks would have all kinds of crazy powers. I'm not sure what kind of powers Draco would have. And also, if we get a Draco or a Draco, I think most fans would prefer the Draco from the 2003 series, I believe it is. And you know, there's just a lot they could do pulling from there, from like the Battle Arena or whatever that place is called. So I'm not sure that they would have Draco, but these are a couple other options. And then a villain of Dreg's is Doomquest, and he's in like the very last episode of the 1980 series, but he's like another space interdimensional villain who maybe this is who they're after, especially because, like I said, Medusa was hired by Dreg, and Doomquest and Dreg are they're both bad guys, but they don't like each other. So that's something that we have there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Who is going to be our third character this season? The comics have definitely let us know, clued us in that it's going to be Medusa. Medusa's going to have all kinds of crazy weapons. So let me know. Make sure that you give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe for more TMNT Mutant Madness content. Let's always game smarter. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Well done, young man.